YouTube. This is your boy, Six Block Money. That's SIXBLOCC $. And this video right here, this is a follow up from the beat that I made from scratch. I nicknamed it FTI. That's fuck the industry. And like I said in that last video, I was talking about the YouTube video I watched where a young man unfortunately got sued over using a sample that he bought out of a sample pack. So that inspired me to go ahead and create something, from the ground up, everything from the ground up. So that's what I decided to do. But with that being said, I'm gonna just give you an idea of what I did. So I used the tube synth, okay, and they have an instrument here. It's called whoop chords. Whoop chords. So I played these chords right here, and this is what I played. Let's see, put this here. Bring it down just a little bit. All right. That's how that comes in. I'm gonna come back around and I'm gonna bring everything else in. Unsolo this right about it. Course right here. This is my 2023 drum kit. Shout out to the homie Trap Makers Ross. Check out his YouTube channel. He has a MPC expansion kit. It's called the Teflon kit. Check it out. Great drums in it. So we got that going on there. And then going down to track 3. I took this out of my Zenology solo brass. As you can see, I labeled all my tracks. So when I do track them out for me to mix them in like my Pro Tools session or whatever, I know what I did. And then this right here, this is called Retro Game, which is from my kit, which is called Trillion, which is a bass guitar kit. And this is how this sounds. This sounds so wonderful, don't you agree? And as you can see, I moved the output, I moved it to the sub 4. And so let me show you what that is here. Let me see. So the reason why I did that is because a lot of times what happens is we have something called the proximity effect. Now, that's a big word I learned when I was in school, where basically a bass drum, kick drum, bass guitar, whatever, they can cancel each other out to where you can't hear them. So sometimes you gotta move them. And that's what you have to do. So key point example is I can show you what I did right here. If we go back here, let me see. Excuse me. Come back up here. Okay, so my 808, I actually moved that to sub number 4, I believe. I'll tell you right now. Yeah, I'm sorry, sub number 2. So I moved that because I knew when I did my bass guitar, I didn't want them singling anything out. So that's why that happened. So play the whole beat. I'm gonna bring this down a notch. I like to mix as I go. So now, this is where routing and those type of things are very, very important, okay? So by me moving that bass guitar, okay, to sub number 4, what I did with the sub track right here, so that I can get this darn thing to go up here. Where we at here? Okay. So what I did was I took this sub track, okay, and I said I wanted to route it into this effect right here, which is called Better EQ. All right. So that's a drum, this is it right here. This is Better EQ, and this is an actual drum preset that I use on here. So by me routing this, it's going right in here, okay? And then what I wanted to do with my bass guitar, I wanted to put that, okay, into a reverb. Now the reverb that I use is actually called Hitsville, which basically replicates Motown Studio up in Detroit. And this right here is called Strings and Horns. It's a reverb, but I reverb the bass in there. I reverb even the brass instruments that you see right here. I actually, moved that over there into 3. And no, I didn't do this one. I moved that one over too. So that's my reverb that I decided to use. But I think for my bass guitar, I'm also going to add. I want to put a little bit of possibly a little bit of like a rock and roll amp type feel. So I'm gonna go up here. Okay, and we're gonna see what type of amps I got at my disposal. So I got the UAD amp right here. I got Well, you can't go wrong with UAD, so let me see what they got for me. So I'm gonna select this here. Oh, that was a subscription. Oh, wrong one. All right, well, no big deal. Okay, so let's find me an amp, shall we? Okay, we got amp somewhere. We'll find me an amp. Okay, so I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. Let me see what we got here. I'm gonna use an air amp, okay, or distorted amp. Perfect. I'm gonna use the distorted amp right here. All right, and I'm gonna double click it, okay. And now what I'm gonna do to make sure that this is the sound that I want, I'm gonna come over here. So like I said, that is on sub mix number 4. So I'm gonna come right here, okay, and let me find where that is. Okay, so this, I believe, is right here. Okay, yep, it is. I'm gonna solo this, right? And I'm gonna take my time and pick out which presetting that I want, or if I want to adjust it myself. Sometimes I'll just adjust it myself, but if I find a good preset, I'll use it. So come down here. And if you notice something, look at the output. You don't see nothing peaking. Okay, well, for 2 reasons. Number one, the drums are muted. Okay, so that would very well change, but also because I moved it into the sub, that keeps that from peaking like that. So routing is very, very important. Very important. So let me see what this is. And where I got it being routed to is down here on my return. For the sake of this video, I'll leave the preamp there. Bring this down just a little bit. Okay, now I'm gonna come back over here. Now watch this. You see this right here? All right, this is what I want to show you. You hear that right there? Yeah, boy. Yeah, buddy. And so this right here, you adjust how much you want. See? If you look at that return 4, you don't see nothing. But I pay a little bit of that. So to be on the safe side, I already know this kick drum is gonna come in pretty hard. So I'm gonna bring this down just a little bit. Alright, let me see what happens. Bring this down some. Here we go. So you get the gist of it all. This is Six Block Money, SIXBLOCC, dollar sign. Please like and subscribe to my channel and share this stuff. If you're enjoying what I'm doing, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. I am an audio engineer by trade, producer, and as well as an artist. Holla at your boy. Peace.